Championship standard in the 800 meters, 1:44.50.
And conditions are looking good for a fast time here, Adam. We do have a pacer on both the men's and women's side for the 800, which, again, as a mid-distance runner myself, I can tell you how helpful that is. It will be the athlete starting on the outside in each of these races. So in this case, it's going to be Tyler Sharp, and he's looking to take the field around about 51 seconds through the opening 400. You see him there in that yellow kit closest to screen here, wearing the pace bib. He'll try to run as evenly as possible through that 51-second split. As you mentioned, World Championship standard 1:44.50. This 800 just gets faster and faster.
So there you see Sharp. He will start in lane 8, and with him, Yassine Aber. He was 8th at the Canadian Championships last year. Lane 7 will have Alan Clay out of Japan. Lane 6 will be Handel Robin from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He was the NACAC silver medalist back in 2022. Runs for Penn State University in the NCAA. Zachary Mamayari will be in lane 5. He was 2nd at the Canadian Championships a year ago. Justin O'Toole will be in lane 4. He used to represent the U.S. Now he represents Canada. Olivier Demule will be in lane 3. He was 6th at the Canadian Championships last year. Ryan Alonso will be in lane 2. And on the inside, it'll be Andrew Rainier out of the U.S.
Well, Penn State well represented in this race. Demule in 3 ran for Penn State. So too does Clay in 7, and Robin ran for them as well in 6. So these guys very familiar with one another as competitors, and it is set to be a very fast and very competitive race.
Robin off to a very comfortable looking start in lane 6. He was 3rd here a year ago.
And now that is our pacer, just moving himself into the front. Sharp again, about 25 seconds through that opening 200. As I mentioned, he's looking for 51 through 400, so this is really strong running by our pacer. Up in the lead and some separation now, Adam, as it is 2 runners proper in the race with a little bit of a gap back there to Aber for St. Laurent Select. You can tell they're just chomping at the bit.
So it's Robin in the lead, Justin O'Toole in 2nd. And they're going to come through right around 51, so nice pacing by Sharp.
Yeah, that was a strong opening lap. I think it was just a touch outside of what they were looking for, but gets the job done, gets the race going. And now it is on with Aber trying to stay in the conversation there.
There's some daylight on the inside there for Aber, but now it's cut off by O'Toole as they come around the bend for the final time. It still is Robin out in front. And the battle is going to be between him and O'Toole as they have pulled away for the rest of the field. Robin holding off the challenge from O'Toole, and he's going to do it to the line. He's going to take the win, and he's going to come through in 1:45.82.
Great run there up front by Robin. I mean, he just dominated the race from the time the pacer dropped, and that's a tough way to run an 800 up in the front like that, but he was able to hold on to that advantage position and wins it by the better part of half a second. Very brave running by Robin out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The only athlete to get under that 46-second mark. O'Toole made it interesting, and then a big gap back as Clay was closing hard but just ran out of track. You can see the difference in the faces. Robin still showing a little bit of discomfort, but looking a lot more composed than O'Toole, who was grimacing right to that line. So O'Toole will place second, as you mentioned, the newly minted Canadian, ran for Colombia, ran for the U.S., and we're glad to have him now wearing the maple leaf. He will run 1:46.18, and then Clay, with that fast charge to the finish, rounds out your top three at 1:47.33.